This problem is just like the last, so hopefully if the last problem made some sense to you, you're able to make some headway on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to evaluate each of these up here, because they're not too hard to do. So I'll start out with g of 0, so this is the function g. If I go to 0 and I look for, remember, just real quick, this literally says what is the height of the function when x is equal to 0. That's the question that's asking. Now, as you take more math classes, we can get a little bit more picky about that exact wording here, and we can talk about inputs and outputs, domain, codomain, things like that. But really, for all purposes right now, that's what we're asking. So at 0, when the x value is 0, what is the height? Well, the height here is 3. And that's as easy as that is. Okay, so there's nothing more to it than that. So at 1, what is the height? Remember, there's two guys here, so which one do you pick? You pick the closed one. So the height here is at 1. G of 2, we go over to 2, we go up. Looks like that guy's at a height of 2. G of 3, don't use this one, use this one. Looks like we're at a height of 3. G of 4, we're at a height of 1. And G of 5, we're also at a height of 1. Put little arrows on the end here just so that we assume that they go in both directions forever. That helps with our piecewise defined function, although we don't have to have it that way. So here, our function, which we're going to call g of x, in terms of the piecewise, we got, it's pretty obvious that we've got three separate parts. We've got one part that separates at a value of 1, another one that separates at a value of 3. Okay. So let's talk about this guy over here in section number 1. So section 1, section 2, and section 3. In section 1, when our x values are strictly less than 1, the reason I'm using strictly is because of this open circle here that attaches to this line. So when x is strictly less than 1, we're going to take on this function. Well, this function has a negative for its slope and an intercept of 3, so that's going to be negative x plus 3. Now here, that's when x is between and including both 1 and 3. So what's the function that's in between here? Well, it's got a slope of 1 up, 1 over, so the slope is 1. Looks like the intercept is going to be 0. So x plus 0, or just x. And then over here, when x is strictly greater than 3, so this side, remember I'm going to go strictly greater than because this is an open circle, I want a height value of 1. That's it. That's all you got to do.